This is a video demonstration of how to set up an ILF bow presented by Julian and Tammy. Everything you would need will be included in one singular bag with a tag that indicates whether the bow is left or right-handed, the poundage, and the bag number. Inside the bag you'll find a pair of limbs, a string, components of a sight, and most importantly, the riser itself. You have to look for a long rod, a stringer, and a bow stand separately. To set up a stand, simply take out the magnetic legs and insert them into the holding pockets. To attach the limbs onto the riser, first identify the upper and lower limbs, which will all be identified on the stickers on both limbs. Make sure you have the pointy metal part of the limb facing downwards and slide it into the limb holding pocket on the riser. You would then hear a click sound, and it's really normal for the limb to be wobbly, so don't worry about it. And then simply repeat the same step for the upper limb. As per usual, for stringing the bow, first identify the bigger loop and the smaller loop of the string. Always make sure to slide the bigger loop into the upper limb first. Slide the loop a bit more down the limb so it's easier for you to put the other side of the string on the limb. For the smaller loop, simply place it onto the holding pocket at the lower limb, and it should always go underneath the limb. It should never at any point come above. And now we are ready to string the bow. As per usual, the bigger hoop goes on top first, slide it down the limb, and then insert the pocket holder into the lower limb. Have one hand on the riser and one leg stepping on the stringer. Use your other free hand to slide the string into the holding pocket of the top limb. Do get another person to help you if you are unable to do so by yourself. Detach the stringer from the lower limb first before you detach it from the upper limb. Do a quick check at the end to see if the string is sitting nice and neatly underneath both limbs, and whether the knocking point is in line with the arrow rest. To assemble the sight, you have the actual sight itself, and then the holder of the sight, which shapes like a T-shape. Simply insert the sight itself onto the holder, and then tighten the screw to make sure it's sitting nice and tightly. The riser should come with a place to insert the sight, and unscrew the screw on top first to insert the sight. Make sure you screw all the way in to make sure that your sight doesn't shake during your shooting. To attach the long rod, screw the long rod into the first immediate hole below the handle of the riser. After you're done, make sure to let your bow sit on top of a bow stand, and ta-da! You're ready to go! To take down the bow, first take off the long rod. Following the long rod should be the sight, and then make sure to screw the screw back on after you take off the sight itself. To unstring the bow, slide the bigger loop onto the upper limb first and then the lower limb. One hand on the handle and one feet stepping onto the stringer, and another free hand to unstring the bow. Fold the string nice and neatly and put it back into the plastic tube where you took the string out. Simply pull out the limbs in order to take them apart. And in the end, put the riser, the limbs, the string, and the sight back into the bag like how you found them. And finally, you'll be able to go home! Good job!